Yesterday, you know who tried to make a victory lap in the Rose Garden. It turned into a sudden retreat after this exchange with American reporter Weijia Chang. Take a look.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if every day Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm telling you, I'm not saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question like that.
That's not a nasty question.
Please go ahead.
CNN's Caitlin Collins tried to get another question in, but he stormed off before she could. Now, Joy, you say this is right on brand for him. What do you mean?
You know what, Whoopi? We all know now that he's a racist. He's a disgusting racist. We knew it when he attacked Mexicans. We knew it when he defended Charlottesville people. And we know it when he goes after China and he goes after a Chinese-American girl. He is a racist. He throws red meat to his base on a regular basis. And anybody who still supports this guy needs to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they are racist also. That's all I have to say about him. I've had enough of him.
All righty
Okay.
then.
Well, does he throw tantrums like this because he's being challenged on the facts or challenged by a woman, Anna? What do you think it is?
I think he hates to be challenged, period. Listen, he's an equal opportunity jerk. He can be a jerk to Jim Acosta and to Brian Karem. We've seen the way he treated April Ryan, you know, saying, well, you know, go ask your friends in the Black Caucus, basically. And I just want to say, good for this reporter. Good for Weijia Chang for standing up for herself in the moment and asking, why are you asking me that China question? I mean, obviously, she was born in China. She's from Virginia. She's an American. And also, good for Caitlin Collins from CNN for standing up, for allowing her colleague the time to do that follow-up, and then for questioning the president on ignoring her. Good for those two women for standing up. I think they're doing us proud. And the question that he was being asked was not a challenging question. It was a normal question. It was a rational question. It was a logical question. If you don't have what it takes to answer even the simplest of questions, really, you're better off going on your tirades and tantrums on Twitter.
You know, the thing that gets me is I wonder why all of these men who become the head of this country seem to feel that they're done when they say they're done. It's, remember, you know, remember Bush had his banner also that, you know, mission accomplished, and now this one has a, you know, a whole thing going on saying, you know, we're done. And one would say you're on the phone with China more than anybody because you're always praising them. I feel like it was a reasonable question. Yeah, there it is. So now he claimed in the moment that he has prevailed. It's really what he's saying. And it's gotten to be crazy with him. Why do you think that is, Sonny?
Well, you know, I think, again, he wants to be the best. He wants to portray himself as having, you know, beaten this virus and as having handled it well. And we know that's not true. And that banner that you were just referring to, Whoopi, it is so misleading. He's saying that America is leading the world in testing. That is just not true. In fact, while America has tested, you know, nearly 9 million people, according to the COVID Tracking Project, what we know is there are far higher levels of per capita testing in other parts of the world. America has really only tested about 2% of the population. We know that that is not enough. And we know that most of the testing is occurring in the White House. They have a rapid testing system in the White House. You can get test results in 5 minutes. You can't do that anywhere else in the United States of America. And so the notion somehow that he's telling people that we are leading the world in testing is just not only not true, this is not a competition. We're going to have over 100,000 100,000 people that have died from the coronavirus, and that falls squarely on his shoulders, and he has to be held accountable for that.
Right. I think that people are now starting to sort of hear and really pay attention to what he's saying and the cavalierness with which he condemns other people's families. You know, suck it up, people are going to die. Well, you know, you choose first who goes from your family. That's how I'm looking at this. Whenever somebody says, you know, yeah, you suck it up, go ahead.